So I was trying to go. I was trying to go front then side, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not working so well. Makes me wonder how Jean-Claude Van Damme did it.
Well, first off, he was 12 when he started. Did we navigate? As you keep doing it, we all do it.
Yeah, so right arm forward, right arm back.
Yeah. So we did our first day of mountain biking yesterday. And then I decided to do some yard work, which was a lot of spade action. So my back and my hip are going, nah. Favorite.
Now let's do on the beach at the same time. They're technically both rotating in the same direction, as long as you think of all directions only in terms of clockwise and counterclockwise. Roller, take it across. And
And those tonfa and sai exercises easier to do than those. The ones that everybody gets messed up on. The three bangers.
yeah, no, those basics are easy compared to the moving your arms in what feels like opposite directions. Reach behind, link your hands. cross. Behind. Link your hands. Moves out side to side.
Yep.
To the back.
I don't know if any of you guys watch TV on the internet,
Twist.
but the finale of Bosch was this week on Amazon Prime.
With your close personal friend.
My close
Titus
personal
Welliver.
friend, Titus Welliver. But more importantly, in the last two episodes, I wish was my close personal friend, Maggie Q. Who I guess is gonna be in a follow-on spin-off series, supposedly. But she's playing an LAPD officer, so I don't think she's gonna be doing any hot martial action.
No.
World.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Depends on if she's on SWAT or not.
She's not, she's probably a homicide detective. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Bosch through people
So
through
she
windows.
does.
Oh. Are you coming like all the way up or are you just side to siding it? Yeah, okay. And if
All
you're
the way
coming
up.
all
You
the way-
should be looking. Arms should be up. You should be looking at the ceiling.
Well, when you transfer, okay, but when you transfer, you don't come all the way up, gotcha.
Reach behind. Touch the opposite heel.
Oh,
Squat low. Side to side. Pick it up. Squats.
they should have mentioned the biking and yard work. Adam took it as a personal challenge.
What was that?
And I guess I shouldn't have mentioned the biking and the yard work, but I think Adam is taking it as a challenge. Maybe he's stuck on a GIF. Not for me.
He's probably counting to 200 or something.
Only 100 for you guys.
And ones and zeros.
No, that'd only be 8. 34, never mind, 4.
In that case, since we never did Yotsuke, Sensei de. Onegaishimasu. Sensei de, konbanwa, Sensei.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, real quick. So, as I mentioned in class last week, for those who came, I went to Goju school, and so the guy who was teaching, he used to live in Japan for a while, and he's a Canadian guy. He used to live in Japan. He's been to Okinawa a ton. Anyway, so having the terminology down, and hearing somebody who's like really fairly fluent in Japanese. Okay, I caught the uke at the end. Did you say jodan or did you say chudan? I don't know. So I was like, huh, what is that? So, but you know, like those on Shimasu, it's like, okay, I know they said that, you know. So I got some of that, the moksu at the beginning of class. All right, I got some of that. All right. But it was a little bit of a challenge, but it was a good class. All right, so that's this week we focus it back a little bit more on karate. So what I want to do is Adam will still lead everything. Adam, so I'm going to have you lead 25 basics. What I want you to do before each basic is point out the fundamental thing in that basic. You know, make sure you keep make sure you're this, make sure you're that. Boy, you know. Probably want to do it when you're leading it in class, or at a camp, but you may have to do it when you were teaching somebody at the camp. So, without further ado, Adam, take it away.
Left hand forward, left foot forward, double middle punch. Important thing here, do full length punches, right to just below where the ribs meet. Solar plexus, or tanda.
My guy.
Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Rock, shich, ach, go, ju. Switch. Right hand, right foot. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Rock, shich, ach, go, ju. Straddle stance, feet shoulder width apart. Same punch on the left. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Rook, shich, ach, two, ju. Switch. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Rock, shich, ach, two, ju. Same stance with a high punch. Make sure you're punching the throat or the chin. So when you tuck your head, you don't break your nose. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Rook, shich, ach, gu, ju. switch, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, go, ju. Left hand out, sweep, punch, block. Make sure your sweep doesn't leave the floor and your punch doesn't fly, then you're back in your stance.
Excellent. Warrior.
Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju. First walking one, crossbody. Elbow will end up fist distance from your torso. Fist straight in front of your shoulder. Striking surface is this little lower portion of the elbow. Striking there.
Okay.
And, don't let this come out. That's almost a straight punch here. Straight up.
There you go. I approve that message.
So when you say straight in front of your shoulder, which shoulder do you mean? The punching shoulder or the opposite shoulder?
Opposite shoulder.
And
Needs to cross your body.
that sign is there for a reason. If there's a sign there, it's for a reason. That's a good point. Judge.
Hey,
Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju. Next, single bone.
white belt. That's all. I don't know nothing. Teach me.
Alright. Next, single bone. So pass, strike with this part of the wrist. Once again, elbow 90 degrees, fist distance from your body. Fist ends up shoulder level kind of naturally.
Right.
Ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju, ich, ni, son, shi, go, rook, shich, ach, two, ju. Knife hand block. This one, front elbow bent, wrist straight. Backhand, here to catch. As you step, this pushes across as your block. This shoots out. Like you're catching a drop of water. Short strike down.
Hey.
Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Next, walking, step, double middle punch. Starting on your left. It's important to not get into a rhythm. Not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Change it up.
Hey.
Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Round blocks. Arms straight. Elbow fist distance from your ribs. Fist distance from your leg. Just outside of it. Just outside, arm just outside your leg. This isn't a big, it's not a big move.
Hey.
Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Next double bone block. Striking with the knuckle. Once again, arm 90 degrees. Elbow fist distance from your ribs.
Hey.
Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go.
Hey.
Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Ku. Ju. High block, arms straight out, arm 90 degrees. Rotate it so your fist is in front of your head. As you step, this scrapes, you're breaking a grab. If I grab you, you have to be scraping against for the entire duration.
Okay.
Ich, ni, son, she, go, rook, sich, ach, go, je, ich, ni, son, she, go, rook, sich, ach, go, je. So on punch, one snap kick under, and step forward. Very important here, after you kick, retract your kick and step.
Hi, senpai.
Ich, ni, son, she, go, rock, sich, ach, go, je, ich, ni, son, she, go, rock, sich, ach, go, je. Okay, so on step, single punch. Make sure you're not racing your foot out there. Nice solid base, solid punch.
Do the rest of us do anything special on that punch? Or we just punch?
Oh, kiai each punch.
Hey,
Hey, some people pay for those kiai.
I love kiai, so I just want to know when we get to do them. So
That's right.
Should be kiaiing every strike, just not necessarily shouting.
hey,
Some of us don't live in an apartment.
hey,
Ich,
it's
ni, son, she, go, rock, sich, ach, go, je, ich, ni, son, she, go, rock, sich, ach, go, je.
Point of order.
Right.
Interesting is what I was thinking the other day is both actually, I think all the schools I've been to here, nobody kiosks during kihon. And I don't really remember them doing it during kata. Just that was like, when you mentioned that, I was like, you know what? None of these dojo that I've been to, they don't, when we're doing the kihon, no one kiosks on any, particular anything.
Yeah, it's because no one, it's because it feels silly because no one actually does them right. They'll do a lot of it with head voice and not with tightening their core each time.
Right, but well, yeah, that's it. They don't tell them what it's actually for, how to do it. Absolutely. They just let the kids scream and whatnot. But that's a very good point. But it reminds me, I'm gonna ask all those guys tomorrow, like, hey, how come you guys don't kiosk? Anyway, sorry, go ahead. But that's a very good, important point,
Right? So many people are embarrassed to do it. Like we've had a bunch of students
Yeah.
coming there that I couldn't get to ki to save my life.
well, because you scare them with that first one they hear.
Exactly. It's the whole point. Shows them the power. Anyway.
Anyway, just that's aside. Carry on, carry on. Good stuff so far.
Leg back, hands on your hips, front snap kick. Very
Right.
important. 1, 2, 3, 4 counts. 4 steps in there. I'm not gonna count 4 times. Because that would be silly.
Sillier than working out in pajamas?
Ich. Ni. Some. She. Go. Rook. Shich. Ach. Go. Jew. Switch.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Itch.
Okay.
Knee. Some. She. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Good. Jew.
Important safety tip, or not anything that you really necessarily have to bring out like at camp, but when you're teaching somebody, man, you're fast when you do that. Is to get people to realize that if they're shifting a whole lot to come up and kick, their stance is probably too wide. Or their weight is definitely shifting up. There shouldn't be a huge amount of, carry. Because you're not trying, and this is an aside, everybody knows it, I just reiterating, is you're not trying to reach out and kick somebody, because you're not fighting somebody out there, you're fighting somebody in relatively close. So you don't have to reach out that far to do it. So, I mean, I usually prefer to kick off my front foot, so that doesn't move that much. But if I'm gonna use my rear leg, I don't wanna be coming from like way back here, have to carry it over here to get sort of my pivot point, my center line, right? So if I've got to carry that to it, I think your stance is probably a little too wide. It needs to be now where you don't really see a whole lot of that, a whole lot of body moving, vice versa. Just FYI. If it's in kihon and stuff like that, and maybe you want to make it a little bit wider to give it a workout and stuff, that's absolutely fine. But if you see a whole lot of people either carrying a lot of distance or leaning back when they're kicking, you may want to point that out. So they don't do it again. All right. What you do? Or sorry, shuto box.
Next, block to the front, which crosses not only your center line, but your other leg. Open up the hips, block, front kick, bring it back to the middle, step down. Block to the front, kick to the side. Hitch. Knee. Some. She. Go.
Hey.
Rook. Shich. Hotch. Ku. Jew. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Rook. Shich. Hotch. Ku. Jew.
The other thing is, especially if you're leading at camp, although everyone that's on the floor should have a firm grasp of 25 basics and how it's supposed to be working, you never know. You might have some weird dojo that does something stupid like they do walking on the first couple of them where everyone else stands stationary. So you may want to make sure you let everybody know, starting with your left leg, alternating. Because otherwise you'll end up with people kicking. I guarantee it, or someone will just space and forget and off they go, and everyone's kicking left and then kicking right, and they end up kicking each other. Stuff like that. Just as an aside. Think about
Right. Next, hands on your hips, knee comes up and around. Kick down to a 45, back up. Shin kicks.
Hey.
Also doubles as a sweep. Comes inside their leg.
Hey.
Itch. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Eyes up. Hutch. Two. Two. That's probably the most important one. Itch. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Two. Two. Next side kick. Yep. Leg snaps to the side. Toe points towards your head. Heel points towards the floor. And back down.
Hey.
Looking to the side as you kick. Itch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Two. Ju. Itch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Two. Ju. Straddle stance, leg comes up, drive the heel to the opposite knee, come back, front side kick. Start down your left. Itch, knee, some, shi, go, rook, shich, hutch, two, two, itch, knee, some, shi, go, rook, shich, hutch, two, two. Let's play back, roundhouse. Very important, this isn't a swinging one, this is a snapping one. This comes up as normal. Quick pop, back down.
Right.
Itch. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Two. Ju. Switch. Itch. Knee. Some. Chi. Go, keep your hands on the rook. Chich. Hutch. Go. Ju.
It's an important word of the wise guy about the snap rather than the swing. Most people will employ it as a swing. Yeah, I think it's much more of a snap or a very, very short swing. One of the two. So, and then also, yeah, keeping the hands up. Also a good point. All right.
Because
Speaking
I'm
about-
new to this and I've never done karate before, is it
What are
more
you doing at our
important?
camp?
Is it more important to keep my hands up or in?
I
Up
mean, up
or
or
in?
Like up versus up, or in versus, versus out or out. Like-
more important to keep them up. 'Cause
Right.
up here is it has uses. Down here
Right.
it doesn't have uses.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, it does. To
Yeah.
drive all the traffic up to your face. It's a
That
crappy
is
use,
true.
but it is a use, you know. Throw away all
Yeah,
things
yeah, for-
useless.
Yeah, for tournament fighting, if you can just bait, if you try to bait them, or maybe come with your Philly shell, but. No,
Yeah,
for
I mean,
actual fight,
it-
for real
If they
fighting, no.
do that, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's when you can put your hands out and then step in with this big punch. And
Exactly,
that'll just like knock him out.
as we always do on the street.
The reason that I ask is because we talk a lot in this system about having your hands in the middle on your center line so that it's a shorter distance to low or high. So all I'm asking is if I keep them up by my face, right? That's potentially exposing bit and I've got a little bit to go. So I just wondered if based in the system, what your answer was. And you told me and I appreciate it. I got though.
That's what Coteate's for.
Hi.
But, but, let's talk about this with my lovely assistant baby, is you're not wrong. This is just something to think about, again, is more people than not think about it as being out here, right? And so I'm coming out here, you know. But by the application of this kick in our system, it's short, right? So it's gonna be. So even if you have your hands high, it's probably because you're in and you're either controlling their head or their hands. And you're gonna pop it in, as opposed to being out here. Now, yeah, you being down here like this, like you were talking about, and then coming in. Is, yeah, you're absolutely expecting, matter of fact, that workout I went to with the Kyokushin guys. Like every time they would do something, my hands just went up there because they did not protect their head. As part of their system, because in tournaments, you can't strike to the head. You can kick to the head, but you can't punch to the head. So they never protected their head, so since my hands were here, they just went to the head every time. They just walked right into it. So it's a contextual thing, I think, is kind of what you're talking about. But I do think it's a very important point of, yeah, you're not, if you're doing it here, you're protecting your head and stuff. And you're coming in, you're thinking about coming this way. You're probably thinking about somebody who's probably more of a puncher. Or depending on someone who probably seems to be more of a puncher, because then you're protecting your head. Or a sabat guy. Anyway, I think even so, like, yeah, I kind of keep them kind of here. And when I kick, I shift a little, but I try and keep everything kind of in my center line and able to do an X and a Y axis and sort of thing like that. But that is a good point, especially since now you said relative to our system, or which to that effect, is I think a lot of that pertains to the fact that we are supposed to operate in closer. So our hands could actually be lower, because we can be jamming somebody's arms and then kick, right? And then come up high. So I mean, there's variables to everything. But that's just some food for not thought, if you don't want to, I don't care, whatever. You guys are doing, all right. Hey. Thinking about it.
Next back kick, knee comes up, look over the shoulder. Drive back, he comes back up, then down. Still 4 counts.
Hey,
This one also close range. Someone's got you, gets you in a bear hug or chokehold. Right to the knee.
hey,
What the man said.
Ich. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rock. Switch. Hutch. Go. Jill. Ich. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rock. Switch. Hutch. Go. Jill. Next, left leg back. Side kick, front kick. He comes up, normal side kick, back middle, normal front kick, back down. Nice distinct movements.
Hey,
Hitch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shitch. Hutch. Two. Two. Switch. Hitch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shitch. Hutch. Two. Two. Left leg back, front kick, side kick. Once again, distinct movements.
hey.
For basics, replication, beat it, a little more fluid.
mine, boom, on the back.
Hitch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go.
Hey.
Rock. Shitch. Hutch. Two. Two.
Hey.
Switch. Hitch. Knee. Son. Shi. Go.
Hey.
Rook. Shitch. Hutch. Two. Two.
Sensei Circus, how come we keep our hands on our belts instead of putting them up in guard position and stuff? Like, how come we only do that one time? We put our hands on our belts all the other times.
Do this. Train benchmarking and balance. As we go up to here, because we're moving more dynamic inherently, so you need that for balance in its own right. As long as we keep our body straight up and down without twisting it, this is more stable.
Okay. Can I just stick my thumbs in my belt, or should I put my hands on the belt, or should I hold them like how am I supposed to hold them?
Who let
Yeah,
this
so
kid
spread
cry?
out your thumbs and your fingers. Fingers point towards the front, thumbs point towards the back. Grab your hips. You point your thumbs in there. That's a good way to get them broken.
Okay, thank you. Who I got though? Hey,
First off, that's Prospective Sensei circus.
I was, you know,
Second off, who's your sensei? Because you clearly don't know what you're doing. Why are you at camp? Get out of here, kid. Nice one. Good job. Well, and remember, not to count that that was a very good. I mean, yeah, you'll see people at, putzing around. But remember, Sarah, she did it here.
Yeah.
Like all the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys. So.
Yeah.
So you might get somebody who goes, well, at Humbo Dojo, we do it like this.
right.
You're not at Humbo Dojo anymore. All right. Good one though. Good one. That's it. You're supposed to pick your nose when you were talking though, don't you? You
I'll
get it.
remember that
Excuse
next
me.
time.
Excuse me. All right. Second bottle.
Down blocks, forward slow, back fast.
Okay.
It's important here is these are still full down blocks, even going backwards. Don't shortchange them, don't weaken them.
How many up? How many back? Because like in this case, we're doing 5, right? But at camp or whatever, you'll be doing the full 100.
10 forward, 10 back, even in this case. Ich, ni, son, she, go.
Peace.
Rook, shich, ach, ku, ju.
Peace.
Ich, ni, son, she, go. Rook, shich, ach, ku, ju. Reverse punch. Right towards the solar plexus again. It's time to get more twist from the hips, but don't over rotate.
Hey.
Hey.
Bye.
Ich,
Peace.
ni, son, she, go. Rook, shich, ach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, son,
Peace.
she,
Peace.
go. Rook,
Peace.
shich,
Peace.
ach,
Peace.
ku,
Peace.
ju.
Peace.
Last one, block sweep jab. Step, pull block and chamber. Pull sweep and chamber. Grab, pull jab and chamber. Starting from a punch. Ich, ni, son, she, go. Rook, shich, ach, ku, ju. Ich, ni, son, she, go. Rook, shich, ach, ku, ju. On the floor. Do I need to move this thing? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Knuckles. Good. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Ro. Shich. Hutch. Good. Ju. Balls of your feet kicking. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rock. Shich. Hutch. Good. Ju. All four. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rock. Shich. Hutch. Good. Ju. Push-ups. Sure your elbows go straight back, not out. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Hoop. Ju. On backs. Sit-ups. In and outs. Good. Ich, ni, son. 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 Back over. Wide arm push-ups. Fingers facing out. Got it. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rock. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. On your back. Flutter kicks. 4 counts. This counting to 4 really isn't all that silly. Ich, me, son. 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 Back over. Close hand push-ups. If you can.
Oh,
Open your chest. If you can't, get on your bed, get on your arch your back, put your head to the diamond. Go there. Ich. Ni. Son. Shi. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Mountain climbers. 4 counts.
Oh, man.
Ich, ni, son. 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 And up. Jumping jacks, 4 count, 3 kinds. Normal, scissor, cross, and quarterback scissor.
Okay.
Ich, ni, son. 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 ich ni son, ich ni son, ich ni son, cross, ich ni son, 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 scissor, ich ni son, 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 ich ni son,
Alright.
ich ni son, ich ni son. High knees. Got it. Ich ni son, 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 ich ni son. Squats, 4 counts. Good. Good. Ich ni son, 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 ich ni son. Deep breathing. Ich. Ni. Son. She. Go. Basics.
Well done. Arigato, hironiku.
Right? Say, this is the arbiter of the counts. So the counts, the techniques that are on each of the counts in here, the big book, are that's what the counts should be. So not everyone will do that. In fact, there's probably a 50-50 split, I would say, as to who would do that or not. But if you're wanting to practice what the counts are and get a good sense, there will be a large contingent that will say, what does the book say? And that's the thing they're going from. So you can always start from there if you want to get a sense of what it is you want for these kata on the counts, and let somebody else tell you different. Because as Sensei often says to me, and as you know, we have gone through, that book exists where you can say, I'm doing it the way that the book says, which is the way I was told was the authority. And if you're going to change it, that's fine, but that's what the book says. And that way you don't, you can basically say, hey, I'm doing it the official way. If you want to change it, we'll change it. But that's not the official way. And
Yeah.
that's my baseline. So
That's, yeah, I always have a finger to point. Oh, my sensei told me to do that. Well, I read it in the book and then I taught them according to the book.